Hi, I'm Colin, and this is the first video of our backyard transformation series with Cody and Rachel. If you saw our trailer, you know that we're going to be helping Cody and Rachel transform their normal backyard into a beautiful outdoor living area using paving stones. In this first episode, we're going to help Cody and Rachel make a design, and we're going to take that design over to our display at Western Interlock in Rickwell, Oregon, and use that to help them purchase the type of paving stones they'd like to use. Come join us. Hey Cody, how's it going?
Good, how you doing, Colin?
I'm doing great, man. You ready to transform your backyard?
Yeah, let's get to it.
All right, let's take a look and see what you got. Well, man, you got a nice backyard. It's gonna be really cool when we transform this whole thing.
Yeah.
So because of the size of your space, what I would suggest is keeping a nice rectangle over here for your dining area. Then we'll take your fireplace and we'll put it in the corner at a 45. That way you have your dining area established. You can put some furniture out there. Then you'll still have a nice wide range of seating here where the fireplace is. I think it'd be best if we got a piece of graph paper and try and establish some functional dimensions outwards from the fence. Then we can talk about picking out your paving stones.
Yeah, sounds good. Let's do it.
Perfect. Let's go. All right. So here we have some rough measurements and sizes of what you have currently. So here's a nice rectangular patio, pretty much straight with your decking on. And then we're gonna put a 4-foot fireplace here in the corner.
Well, that's gonna look good.
At 45, yep. What we're gonna do is we're gonna extend your patio a little bit at a 45-degree angle as well. Give it a nice little corner to have a little bit more seating to be able to sit around that fireplace.
Oh, smart.
In front of your deck here where there's that muddy area, we're gonna transform that into some stepping stones. And then we're gonna angle them at the end of your deck to your wife's she shed, so she doesn't have to get her feet dirty anymore if she wants to go hang out there.
Yeah.
And then lastly, we have a nice little chateau wall planter here in the corner, also kind of straight off from the deck on the other side. But all in all, I think it's gonna be a good project. What we need to do now is establish some actual dimensions so we can pre-order our materials like our pavers, our gravel, and adjust for excavation. That way we know where we can take it, all the dirt and stuff when we're done.
Okay, that's gonna look sweet.
Yeah,
I'm excited. That 45 is a good idea.
Yeah, it's very nice. Add a little bit of design to your space, for sure. All right, so we got our tape out. We're gonna measure from the deck to the fence. We'll make a little corner mark with some marking paint. We'll measure from the deck to the fence this way to establish our dimensions. We'll also probably measure the front of the deck for a rough estimate for our stepping stones, and then from the deck to the she shed.
Okay,
so
let's do it.
Right. You wanna hold the dummy in for me?
All right.
All right, so now we have some actual dimensions to work with. We've got about 29 feet long, 13 feet deep. Our little planter here is gonna be 8 feet this way, 32 inches that way. Now we can establish our square footage. And we have an accurate number to order our paving stones from. And now we can kind of go look at the display and check out what kind of pavers you like.
All right, let's get to it.
So traditionally where I like to start is here because we have examples of our 4 most popular surface finishes. The first one is the standard finish, which is just completely flat with a nice 45-degree bevels on the ends. Then we have the cobble finish or pillow finish. It's just semi-flat with a nice rounded edge. Then we have the roca finish, which is tumbled and broken up and made to look like as if it's old, a more natural rock finish. And then we have the granite finish, which is just a nice wavy texture to add a little bit of texture to your project. So the first thing to do is pick one of those textures you like, and then we can move on towards size of stone and color.
Okay.
Oh man, well, I really like the color here.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure I love just how big each one is.
Yeah.
Is there a different size option?
Yes, there is. So do you like that same texture though, the flat standard look?
Yeah, I like it. I think it looks really neat.
Yeah, I like how modern it looks.
Okay. So we do have a couple more that have different size options that I can show you guys over here, but still in that same color.
Okay.
Perfect. All right, so this line of stone is called Leiden, and it comes in more sizes and smaller sizes like you guys were thinking about, and it's still in that same Cambridge blend and standard finish. What do you guys think about this kind of stone?
I like the color still, but I think I would like a little bit larger stone. Not as big as those ones.
Sure.
But not as small as these ones.
Yeah, I like that. I think with Cody. I think maybe if it's too small, I'd be worried that it won't contrast with the fireplace.
Okay. All right, so you don't want it as big as La Lastra, but you don't want it as small as Leiden. Luckily, there's one more type of stone called La Pietra Moderna, and it's right in the middle of those ratios in terms of size, and still comes in that same standard finish and Cambridge color. So let's go check that out over here.
Nice.
This is La Pietra Moderna. Has the sizes I think you guys want. It's got that same finish, the standard finish, more modern look, and it only is displayed currently in the Umbria blend, but you most definitely can order it in the Cambridge blend to suit all your needs and more.
Yeah, I really like this. I think this is gonna contrast really nicely to the smaller size stones of the fireplace. What do you think?
Totally, and we can get it in the color that we want to?
Of course, yes, Cambridge blend.
Perfect.
Perfect. I have a construction background, but have honestly never laid pavers before. I figured YouTubing was a good place to start. Western Interlock has a whole library of DIY videos to help people like me, and apparently you don't just lay them on the dirt. Who knew? We're also fortunate enough to have our good buddy Colin give us some pointers.
The first thing he said is we need to figure out what we want, where we want it, and then order it. We're investing in this process, so we want it to turn out right, and we want to be proud of it when we show it to our friends and family.
Absolutely. Planning it out wasn't really complicated at all. It just helped me to know what to consider, how much time, material, and tools we need to get the job done.
Cody and Rachel learned in this episode that it's very important to do your design, sketch, and plan for your project first. Doing that initially helps you save a lot of money and time. The biblical principle is true. Luke 14:28 through 30. For which of you, intending to build a tower, does not sit down first and count the cost, whether he has enough to finish? Join us next episode while Cody and Rachel get their hands dirty digging for their new space. They also get a delivery of paving stones, which was a big surprise. See you next time.